that was 1961. It was still a lot of bigotry and prejudice, even in the service. I experienced it, and it was ironic because I joined the Army to be in the band, and the day they sent me to my first day to sign up in the Army band, they lost my records. So I couldn't be in the band because they didn't have no record on me. So they made me go back to the business office and get another training. So I took up clerk typist. And then when I became the clerk typist, they said, well, after I graduated in 2 months, they said, well, we're going to send you to this trucking outfit in Bordeaux, France. And I was like, I said, where you want to go? Well, at least let's send you where you want to go. I said, well, I want to go to Europe. So they sent me to the trucking company, and I got there, and it was an all-white situation. So they wouldn't let me, and I was like one of the only blacks. So they wouldn't even let me do that. They wouldn't even let me be a clerk typist. You're going to drive a truck. And about then, they were the Vietnam War was getting ready to kick off. So they, well, you going to go? I said, no, I ain't driving no ammunition nowhere. So I started stripping the truck gears. So I wouldn't have to drive a truck. So they sent me back in the office, and the guy said, well, just file papers. You know, just file papers till we figure out what to do with you. So one day I came in the office, and the corporal said, he said, well, Eddie, he said, what instrument you play? I said, well, I'm a drummer. He said, well, we just got a use of notice down that they looking for a specific drummer in the 279th Army Band in Poitiers, France. Let me cut you some orders and ship you up to Poitiers so you can go audition. And ironically, when I got there, the band leader was from Cuba, Sergeant Lozada, and they was looking for a drummer that not only could play marching music, and then also the overtures, because they were doing the marching and they were doing the concerts with the big band. Then they were doing the dance, and we were doing Gerald Wilson and Count Basie and Oliver Nelson charts. And so I had to play all this stuff from marching music to the Music Man, the Man from the Mountain. All this stuff was coming, and I did it. And that's how I got in the band. So then I got discharged in '74. I was home 2 months, and at that time, my wife wanted to go. I had gotten married because we had a kid, and my wife wanted to go dancing, so we went to this club called Budland, because I hadn't been home in 4 years. And I'm standing there, and this guy, and I always kept my drumsticks with me everywhere I went. Then this guy was standing next to me, and I'm looking at him. He's suited up, or he's tailored up. So I said, he said, what you doing with them drumsticks? I said, well, I play drums, He said, well, hold on, I'm getting ready to go up here and I perform, and I won't talk to you. Well, little did I know that he was Tommy Hunt, one of the original Flamingos. And he was stepping out on his own with his first song, Human and Hold On. So when he came down, he said, can you come to rehearsal Monday? I said, well, rehearsal for what? He said, well, I'm opening up at the Apollo this weekend, and I need a drummer. I said, well, I ain't got no drum set. He said, well, they got drums at the Apollo, you got 6 sticks. Ironically, he was rehearsing at his mother's house, who happened to live just about 4 blocks from me, Chicago. So I went, and in 2 months after I was home, I was at the Apollo on stage with Jackie Wilson and the Marvelettes and the Supremes and Chuck Jackson and Tommy Hunt, and it was just an amazing show.